stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Team out there, we are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Complete would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
How about this? These guys aren't wasting any time. They told us in our production meeting that they were going to be aggressive, take some shots downfield, but I didn't know they'd open the game like this, especially in a playoff, this much on the line.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
The receiver grabs it. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Breaks loose at the 45. The junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. And there's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Same tailback, another carry. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. fourth down completion to the left. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Reed. Throws it to the right. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
But he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Second down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Comes up with the catch. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. It's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. It is incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
But here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. And the Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here.
All right, Chris, here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that first down will kick them into that gear.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Here, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He'd be brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He's running out of time here. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Tries to get it to the running back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down of this drive, keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Did a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying to run it. It's Frazier. Brought down, but he's past the line of the game.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Catch made by the tight end. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Jefferson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On the ground, it's Berry.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. Enough to convert on 3rd there. So first down from the 12 now.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. To the air. It's Reed. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Now, 4th down.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll use the ground game here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. Breaking free at midfield. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Tight end goes in motion. Muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Tries the right with a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game. He's able to do that right here.
Offense success the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He escapes the pocket. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
defense does a good job of taking away the short routes and anything that might be close to the first down marker. The problem is they didn't account for the quarterback's legs. He pulls it down and picks up a first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. They're going to run it here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Play to the outside. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Receiver makes the catch. Offense getting set. It's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Puts into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he finds his tight end for the catch. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. It's a bootleg looking to throw. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So with playoff pressure for if the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
In the end zone, it's Mays. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He finds some space. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Trying to find room. It's Barry. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking right, this one caught. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. 1st and 10 now, clock running, final minute of the quarter. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. Tackle at the 13, not great field. Start the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They'll try and run it. There's the running back. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Berry. Across the 30. Breaks free with room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here at the 45. One explosive play has got this drive going, and they're set up near midfield. Takes the handoff. It's Barry.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Looking for a man. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Well, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They bring it down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
But that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And they'll get him down that time. Second and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Aggies. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Bulldogs come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking deep to the right side. Makes Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they whip to the pressure?
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Important second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Barry. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Man, the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw over the middle. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back is in for this game-time touchdown. And now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Ball handed off. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to pass. It's Reed. Grab near the sticks. It's Berry. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Berry. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to.
Here's the toss play. Leonard heads outside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Reed. Looking for his big tight end. Off target and incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. And the Aggies are in the red zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but